In this video, I'm going over the Houston music scene. So if you want to understand what Houston is about, what it looks like, what the vibe and the energy is, or where you can find music and what the artists of Houston look like, then check out this video. I'm featuring 12 different locations here. So let's get this started. The first one I'm featuring here is Rockefellers. This is a really big looking building. It's a neoclassical design style and it's in an old bank. And I saw a pretty epic show here, that perfect pairing of the Supersuckers, the self-proclaimed greatest rock and roll band in the world, and Jesse Dayton, who's been a part of Texas history for a long time. So it's great to see these two artists play and rock out. And check out this venue that was a rock staple from the 80s and 90s here in Houston. And in fact, Blaze Foley played one of his final shows here at Rockefellers. Next up is another historic and popular and long-running venue in Houston, and that's the Last Concert Cafe. This is a really cool area, and they bring in a cool range of artists here to play. The audience is out there standing on sand, and there was a good energy from the audience when I caught a show here, and I saw Thelma and the Sleaze playing. Next up is another one of my favorite venues in Houston. This is called Axelrad. There's just so much stuff going on at Axelrad. They got the food trucks, they got a pizza place there, they got open mic up at the top of the building for both comedy and music, and they're both pretty cool to check out. They project this art on the projector there, and they bring in a whole diversity of artists among a very diverse audience of people who are there. This is right around downtown Houston. So the footage I'm showing here comes from the night when Marley Moon was playing, as well as The Sacred Souls. Next up, we're going to the Foundation Room. This is a part of the House of Blues in straight up downtown Houston. I always get excited to check out the House of Blues area, and the Foundation Room is a pretty cool, kind of intimate and really nice looking inside. I came here on a night when a bunch of the local music community was all getting together to play and support their friends. This was the night of Reybeth and friends playing in the Foundation Room. Next up is the Big Easy Social and Pleasure Club. Really glad I had a chance to check this place out. It's known for their blues and jazz music that they got going on there. I guess more blues, really. I came on the night when Haynes was playing. Now, I didn't know who this guy was, but this was one of the best musical nights I've had this year. He was just rocking, amazing. He used to play with Stevie Ray Vaughan. Super cool dude, and he was just walking around the crowd too and playing amongst a bunch of people having a great time. Next up is Leon's Lounge. This is another Houston landmark, and it's in that downtown area. I think it gets pretty wild and fun there on Friday and Saturday nights. Now, I went on a Wednesday where Randy Soffar was hosting his singer-songwriter song swap and open mic. So he was really entertaining up there. I enjoyed listening to his music, playing some music up there myself, and checking out this historic venue that's got that long bar and that stained glass windows and that long history being here since the 1950s. Next up is Mucky Duck. This is a popular listening room. It's nice and intimate inside. You got a bunch of tables right up there against the stage, and they bring in a lot of really great artists who can do mostly solo performances up there in that intimate setting. I went there to catch Shake Russell, who's been a part of this scene for decades. Next is Kojak's. They got some fine foods there that they can make for you. And they've been a supporter of the songwriter scene, and so you can catch some shows that they have there sometimes. I went for the Song Circle Concert Series. There's a big old community of songwriters that you can find here. They connect with each other, and they know each other. And the guest performer tonight was from that crowd, from that scene here in Houston, Wyatt. And they had Jordi, Baizan, and Klein coming up and playing some songs. Next up is Green Oaks Tavern. This is located in Humble, so a little bit of a drive up from Houston proper, but still considered part of Houston. What I really like about this place is they got all those tables right up against the stage, so you got that expectation that people care about the music and they're going to pay attention to the music. Now, this was a really rockin' and rambunctious crowd there for the Jamie Lynn Vessels Band. The crowd was buying them drinks and yelling things, and it was quite the energy in there. Next up is Dosey Doe Breakfast, Barbecue, and Whiskey Bar. It's sometimes abbreviated DDBBBQWB. And there's a big emphasis on that barbecue. When I went there, I ordered some and ate some. And they got coffee too. This place is located in the Woodlands area, and I came to see Dallas Burrow playing there. Next up is the other Dosey Doe location, also located in the Woodlands, and they call it the Big Barn. This is a famous place, very popular. This big barn is said to be 165 years old. Many famous people have played there, and a lot of artists really love playing there. They've got that history right there up on the walls. I came during the open mic finalist season 1. So the other Dosey Doe location, they've got open mics, and they got these contests with where they bring the finalists here for the final night, where they choose the number 1 person, and then they get to, I think, open for somebody who plays here. Got to see some folks I'd met from the open mic scene up there on the stage. Last up is number 12, and this is a bit of a bonus because I want to show you Dan Electros, but unfortunately this place closed down, so I think this show was one of the last shows that they ever did there. Dan Electros is another one of those places that's got the tables right up by the stage, so they're a bit more intentional and thoughtful about the music. So I'm glad that I got to experience this Houston institution before it closed. And this special night where the Grifters and Shills were playing and Brightwire were playing, and these folks looked like they played a lot of shows here at Dan Electros, and it meant a lot to them. So that's it. There's a glimpse of the Houston music scene for you, featuring a dozen locations around the area. Hope you can see some cool places to go and get a sense for what the Houston music scene looks like. I post tons of videos on my channel about the exploring around Texas and touring around Texas, so be sure to check out those tons of videos on my YouTube channel. Hit that subscribe and the bell button to stay tuned on my next posts. Let me know in the comments what else I should check out, and thanks for your support.